Hello there. This one's one of those that I find amusing, but is maybe a little bit disrespectful. However, I'm going to make it anyway. And I'm going to pick on the Christians. And the reason I'm going to pick on the Christians is because the Christians, not all Christians, I'm not painting with a broad brush, you know which ones you are. The Christians have a terrible persecution complex. And they say, why is it always Christianity you pick on? Why ain't it any other religions? Why is it always Christians you want to have a go at? The reason is because you particular Christians, the ones I'm talking about, and you know who you are cowards. You sit there, you throw your preaching out at people whenever you're challenged. You don't want to acknowledge that challenge. You sit there in silence when you're challenged. And you're cowardly. I have said 1,000,000 times. And I am exaggerating, but it's fun, so I'm allowed. I've said 1,000,000 times on here, on Talk Heathen, just chatting rubbish in the comments section. Chatting rubbish in the comments section is the least likely thing you can do to persuade somebody that Christianity is true. And the same goes for these videos, for these content makers on YouTube and on TikTok who make these videos. Sometimes they're throwing accusations at atheists. Sometimes they're just throwing what they believe to be their teachings out, the Christian teachings. You know, in a lot of cases, they're relatively innocent as they are. In a lot of cases, they're directly accusing and strawmanning atheists for things. On every occasion. And this is why I'm not painting with a broad brush. So if you are not this kind of Christian, I am not talking to you. You know who you are, who I'm talking to. On every occasion, you ignore every single challenge put to you. No matter how crass your video is, no matter how much it strawmans the atheist position, or someone else's position, a different religion's position, you will not respond to any comments at all on that. You are cowards. You are cowards. You do not have the conviction that you think you have. Your God would be disappointed in you. He really, really would. I am in the position where I'm the producer of a YouTube show that has 90,000 plus subscribers. That's 90,000 atheists you could get God's message across to. And instead of calling that with these messages you're sharing on social media, you're just throwing them out there and then not responding to any criticism. You are a coward. You are not worthy of the God you claim to believe in. Were I that God, you would be the lowest of the low in my eyes, throwing out and then running. Not even responding to a claim. Now, I've made videos before about Christians who will engage in conversation and then go away and, not respond and go away. You're not the guys I'm talking about, because I appreciate that you guys, excuse me, are willing to have these conversations and are taking things on board. You're not the people I'm talking about. It is specifically the Christians out there who go and post videos, post accusations, and then when they are challenged on them, completely ignore those challenges. There are lots of them out there. Lots of them. And this isn't just on, this doesn't just apply to people making videos and things. It also applies to things like Facebook groups where they're just throwing messages out there. You know, the atheists think this, the atheists think that. And then when challenged, they just ignore it. You know, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. This is a direct challenge for you specifically, you cowards out there who make these post and run videos, to call Talk Heathen and have the conversation. Talk Heathen airs on Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. If you're too much of a coward to do it, if you know that you haven't got the skills to have these conversations with critical thinkers and atheists on Talk Heathen, get your pastor to do it. Get your brother to do it. Get your cousin to do it. You know. But do it. Because just sitting there preaching ain't the way to convince anybody. Right, I've said my piece. The next video is going to be a lot less aggressive than this one. Repping the old school again. Just, I know it's backwards, but the Skeptic take out a podcast I started many years ago now with a couple of friends of mine. And 4 years ago. 4 years, I think it is. So, yeah, repping the old school. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining me.